So, to me, I don't really care for his explosive arrows. I never use his explosive arrows. Maybe any Hawkeye mains out there can let me know how they feel about this change. It's kind of a nothing burger change for me personally. I don't have too much to say on it. Crescent Slash cooldown decrease from 15 to 12 seconds, which is actually really good. That's going to make him a lot more defensible when you start to push him and actually allow him to create a little bit more plays or make some more plays to defend himself, especially if he's getting pushed heavily by certain dive comps or whatever the case is. His ultimate bow charge speed will be accelerated. His draw speed will be increased from 1.2 to 1.35. So this is actually a nerf. It sounds kind of good, but it's actually kind of not. But, we'll see. Now, I could be wrong. It could not be a nerf. I could very much be wrong. I could be reading it. I know it says speed accelerated, but the 1.2 to 1.35 would tell me that it is a longer draw time, not an accelerated one. So if it is actually decreasing the charge time, that's really good. If it's increasing, obviously not good. But based off of how it's worded, it's kind of confusing, at least for me. Could just me being dumb. Don't answer that. But that's kind of where we're at. Storm. People have been waiting on this. Storm. Wind blade damage at 30 meters reduced from 70% to 60%. So we're getting a reduced range, of course. And then self boost from 16% to 12% with their aura boost. And then their team boost is from 8% to 10%. So essentially what they're doing here is they're replacing her utility and her power from boosting herself to boosting her teammates. I'm 50-50 on this. I like the idea. It's going to definitely bring her down into line by reducing her overall damage by essentially 4%, or the boost, essentially. But I will say, I'm not super thrilled at the idea of having a DPS basically be a support or a utility, I guess. I do think she's still really good, but I'm not sure if the 4% for 2% is really going to be worth it or even that noticeable, because they didn't really touch her numbers that much. So we'll see. But her goddess boost, her self boost damage has been decreased from 30 to 25%. They must have misworded that. So again, essentially, as you can tell with the kit, that they're trying to reduce the ability for her to boost herself, but are trying to make her more of a utility for her team, play with her team, boost her team, and get the most value doing that. So I think it is a good direction. It's just, I'm not sure if this